Hi, I'm Rene with the American School of Hypnosis, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the strong power of the placebo effect to give you advantage in every area of your life. I'll show you how to use placebos at work, with your coworkers, how to use them with your children, in sports, for your health, for your wealth, and even in relationships. And the best part about it is you won't even need to take a pill. So what is the placebo effect? It's a positive effect produced by a placebo drug or a treatment which does not come from the placebo itself. So it must be due to the patient's belief in that treatment. Keep that in mind, their belief in that treatment. So it's also known as the power of suggestion. And the same holds true in many other areas of life. The whole idea is if you want a positive outcome, set a positive expectation. In hypnosis, or many of what we call the mind fields, this can also be known as the Pygmalion effect or the teacher expectancy effect, where people internalize their positive labels, and those with these positive labels succeed accordingly. So let's talk about how you can use it in various areas of life. So you can see not only how you can use it, but you can also see how it may be affecting you unknowingly. Let's start with at work. If you were to tell your employees that they're all superstars, they're likely to behave more like superstars. Think of that. When a boss tells you you're a superstar, you're like a mega employee, you're the best I have, you feel great, and you're going to start to fulfill what he's saying. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're going to fit yourself into that position. Now, this seems to work a lot better if these suggestions are given by those or come from those in authority. And you're going to see as I go through this list, doctors do it great, parents, teachers, politicians, anyone in positions of authority, the suggestion seems to be so much stronger. So yes, even a boss at work. You know, I read an article recently where two equally skilled workers were given nicknames. One was called Flounder and the other one was called Falcon. So you can imagine how they turned out, okay? The one Flounder probably was floundering around most of the time. So when a boss says something, you come for a new job and he says, it's not going to be easy and the hours are really long. How does that affect you? You're thinking right away, oh, this is going to be a tough job, and you're going to respond that way. Or if he says, I know you can handle this easily. We're all going to work together as a team and it's easy, you'll be successful. How's that going to be? You know, I had a couple students a few years ago when I was teaching a class in Virginia, and one of them was telling me the story about this guy at work. And yeah, he probably was more suggestible than most people, but everyone liked to pick on him. So we'll call him Frank. So one day Frank came into work and all the workers decided to tell Frank how great he was doing. So one would go up and say, hey, Frank, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Frank's like, oh, wow, thanks. Another one come up. Frank, you know, you seem to really look great today. What are you doing different? You've been lifting? And you get all pumped up. And they kept on giving him comments, go Frank, you're doing great, you're a superstar, this kind of thing. And they say by noontime that day, he was walking around like a different person. He had confidence, he was greeting everybody, he was happy. Now another day, okay, Frank came into work just like he always does, and they did the opposite. Hey Frank, is something wrong? You don't look good today. Frank, you're looking a little grayish. Are you sick? You coming down with a cold or something? So they kept on saying things like that to not promoting, but basically making him feel or think that he's not healthy. And from what this guy was saying, that Frank went to the restroom, was looking at himself in the mirror. As he went in, he saw him looking in the mirror and he says, I don't feel good. And he actually went home sick. Can you see the difference about this self-fulfilling prophecy, or what people think of themselves because of what they're being told? Now, how about with children? With children, you can do things like telling them, you're such a smart child. You know, you can do anything if you set your mind to it. And this is how they were going to respond. Versus if you're going on a road trip with the family and you say, oh, this road trip is going to be a nightmare with all these kids, we'll be stopping all the time. How are we going to get through it? What do you think is going to happen there? You know, it's interesting, like I said before, about people in authority or people that you look up to giving suggestion is so much stronger. I still remember when I was a child. My grandmother, who has passed away, wonderful woman, I thought she was some kind of spiritual guru or something, because I remember when we would have warts on our fingers, you know, kids get warts. She would have us come up, she'd take a bean, just like a regular, you know, like a kidney bean or any kind of raw bean, and she would rub it on the wart, and then she'd tell us, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to throw this bean over my shoulder. When that bean rots and goes away, your wart will go away too. And then she'd disappear for a little while. Now, she probably went in the other room and had a Pepsi. Who knows, okay? But she left, and we believed it so strong because what, you know, we call a meme, we're French, what meme said, we believed that within a very, you know, short time, usually a few days, the warts would go away. And I saw this happen many times to the point where I even did it with my children, and it worked great with them. Okay, so the bean was this placebo, kind of like a pill that would eliminate or erase the wart. Again, the power of suggestion. How about your own mom? Okay, you're running through the parking lot as a child, and you bang your knee or you scrape your elbow because you fell. You come in, you show mommy, oh, I got a boo-boo, and mommy kisses the boo-boo, and the pain goes away. Now, was there an anesthesia in mommy's lips when she kissed the boo-boo? Okay, you believed it was as a child, because if mommy says it's going away, it's going away. So it's amazing how, and placebos are used quite often with pain. You can give a child, and I know I'm not condoning giving children pills at all, but you can give a child a Tic Tac, and give them the Tic Tac, especially if they don't know what it is, or some kind of like a little sweet candy pill, and say, take this, and in just a little while, the pain's going to go away. You're going to be fine. This gets rid of the pain. And believe me, they'll take it. And because of their belief in the parent, the pain will go away. You know, there was a test done at a school, I believe it was in California, with fourth graders, talking about being smart or not smart. It was an IQ test being done with fourth graders where they separated the class between kids with brown eyes on one side of the class and kids with blue eyes on the other. So one day they told all the kids with brown eyes that they were superior in intelligence to the one with the blue eyes, and that they're going to do so much better in this test than the other ones did. So they tested the kids, and there was a remarkable difference, an extreme difference between how they tested. The ones with the brown eyes tested so much better than the ones with the blue eyes. Okay, like I said, they also call this the teacher expectancy effect as well as the Pygmalion effect. And then they did it again a few days later with the blue-eyed ones, telling the blue-eyed children that they were so much smarter than the brown-eyed ones, and the blue-eyed children all tested better than the brown-eyed ones. So you can see how important it is what you tell your children. Oh, you're going to do great in this test. Oh, it's an easy test. I know so-and-so took it the other day and they just went right through it. So you need to promote your children, tell them they can do it. Don't be saying, oh, you're not going to succeed in life. No one in this family has ever become that, a politician or president or whatever. They'll never try. But you're destined to greatness. Think about how that's going to affect a child. You know, years ago when we lived in Philly, Raluca was going to her office downtown on a train. And as she was on the train going downtown, she was telling me how she overheard this couple talking, a couple of women. And one woman was speaking to the other. They obviously hadn't seen each other in quite a while, but they knew each other. And so one said to the other one, so how's your son doing? I haven't heard about him in a long time. And the woman says, Oh, she goes, I've been telling that bum for years that if he doesn't straighten out, he's going to go to jail just like his father did because he's always messing up. So I'm always telling him, if you keep messing up, you're going to go to jail like your father did. So what happened to him? Oh, he's in jail. You see what happened? It was a jail sentence from the mother, from this person who holds so much authority. She had that placebo effect over him, or a self-fulfilling prophecy that I'm going to jail just like my father did. I'm no good. I can't do better. I can't exceed my programming, okay? So it's very important to be careful what you say to your children, because they'll hear it if you say it directly, and they'll overhear it if you're speaking to someone else. If you start talking about, oh, my son, he just can't do anything, and he's in the other room listening, or you think your kid's in bed and they're listening, which they often do, by the way, okay? And, oh, he'll never amount to anything. He's such a troublemaker. In school, he does so bad. What's that telling him? To do bad in school. In sports, there's no way he'll make it to that finish line. He just doesn't have what it takes. What's going to happen? Or if the coach says they're an undefeated team, we'll never beat them, you've already lost a game. Or how about whoever wears this jersey, number, let's say 37, whoever wears this jersey has always won the race, will always win. So what's going to happen? Everybody will be fighting to wear that jersey. Or whoever wears these shoes, these running shoes, have never lost. They're lucky running shoes. There's a placebo effect. Or every time we've played a game on this field, we've won the game. Right away, the team's feeling, we're ahead. We're going to win this game. How about weightlifters? Someone's lifting weights, they're pushing, and I can't do any more. I can't do any more. And somebody tells the weightlifter, okay, we're going to go a little lighter, do one more set, and he puts 10 pounds more on. And the guy pushes it, wow, that was easy. Then you tell him, oh, I had no idea. Or just the encouragement of when he's pushing that last set out and you're going, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Oh man, it's so easy. And they do it. That placebo effect works great. How about in the health field, where placebos are used openly most of the time, where you can give someone a placebo pill? And they have all these studies where the placebo studies where someone is given a pill, or a whole group is given a pill, the placebo pill, and the other group is given the regular pill. Nobody knows who has what. And they all seem to, progress the same way. And the funny thing is, sometimes people with the placebo pill will actually have the side effects of those who had the real pill. That's called a nocebo. The nocebo is the negative results happening from a placebo. So if you give someone a pill and you say, oh, this can make you healthy, this can make your disease go away, but it also can cause extreme insomnia, and you get the insomnia, the negative part, that's a nocebo. But that's how strong placebos are. You believe that you have it, and the real pill, and you have the negative effects as well as the positive effects. How about if you're broken down into two groups of people, and this is the healthy group, and this is the unhealthy group, because of what they do, or because of what they eat, or because of where you put them, the people remain healthy, and the ones in the unhealthy group remain unhealthy. Again, the belief system. What do you believe? I mentioned earlier about when you scrape the elbow, your mother kisses the boo-boo and it goes away. Her magical anesthesia in her lips. Now, you can also use a talisman in a lot of these areas. A talisman is something that you can use that creates the belief. For instance, if I gave you this coin and it says, just take this coin and put it in your pocket. Whenever you feel any pain coming on, just reach your hand in your pocket and squeeze the coin, and the pain will go away. Pain will go away. Okay, this is a placebo effect, or placebo in the coin. People believe that maybe there's some kind of magical spell, maybe it's worked on so many people that it's a lucky coin, and they squeeze it and it goes away. Not only with pain, but you can use it for anything. If you're a therapist and you have somebody coming to see you in your office for confidence, give them a coin and say, When you're up doing public speaking and you need confidence, just slip your hand inside your pocket and squeeze the coin, and you'll speak very clearly and very easily. It'll give you the confidence that you can do whatever it is you need to do. I've seen coins used. I have a graduate who specializes in cancer treatment, and he gives a poker chip to all of his patients and tells them when they're having a problem, when they're getting uncomfortable, they just squeeze the coin and they feel great. Now, there could be the danger if you lose the coin, then what are you going to do? Okay, so I know with public speaking, instead of using a talisman as a physical object, I've told people to just touch your thumb and your forefinger together, and as soon as you touch them together, you get that confidence. They call that a mudra, the different hand movements. You see them in meditation and these kind of things. But just touching your two fingers together, you immediately feel a relief and a confidence coming over you. The power of suggestion, the power of belief. How about wealth? Okay. Just recently, I think it was the day before yesterday, I did a video where I was talking about how you can have a $100 bill in your wallet to feel better about yourself when you go into stores. Now, what do I mean by that? Some people, they'll say, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, and they're creating a negative mindset of affording things. They're going through the store and they might see an air conditioner, or they might see a tool that they wanted, or they might see makeup that they wanted. But by having a $100 bill in your wallet, you can say, oh, I could afford that. It's only $80. Yeah, that's not a problem. I could afford that. Now, you don't have to buy it, but when you're walking through the store, the things you'd like, but you're not necessarily going to buy, having that talisman, having that placebo in your wallet that you can afford anything, is making you feel like you're able to buy anything, or you are buying things, because the subconscious mind doesn't understand the difference between a real and an imagined thought or memory. So just imagining I can do that makes you feel good, brings you up, gives you that positive feeling rather than I guess you could say a negative downing or drowning one. How about statements when parents are telling their children, or anyone tells you, you'll never amount to anything, okay? How's that going to work with wealth? That's not a good placebo effect. How about, you probably heard, no one in our family has ever been wealthy, or money just causes problems. I mean, I can't tell you how many times as a child I heard money's the root to all evils. What stays with you, especially coming from a parent or a minister or whoever? So coming from someone in authority. How about success runs in our family? Everyone's always been successful, or you're a success magnet. Or how about, this is a magnet, a very powerful magnet. It's a success magnet. Put it in your pocket and you're going to attract success to you, just like metal shavings are attracted to a magnet. So it's a talisman to attract abundance. How about in relationships? In relationships, you can use statements on your spouse or your significant other of, that suit makes you look powerful, or that dress makes you look exceptional. You stand out in a crowd. You look so proud and confident. How about telling your spouse, you're an exceptional provider. I'm so grateful for you that we have someone who provides so well. How does that make them feel? Again, it makes them feel better, stronger, healthier, happier. How about a joint one? You know, as a team, we can do anything together. We'll succeed at anything we do together. So you can see, as a result of all these different areas we've spoken of in your life, how you can improve all areas of your life and the lives of your friends and family using the placebo effect. And hopefully you've been able to identify, or you'll be able to identify, when you're being affected by placebos as well. So to learn more about placebos, about the power of suggestion, and how you can take this even further through hypnosis, download our free 446-page manual in the link below this video. I'd like to thank you for watching, and please share this video with your friends. It will help them to succeed and will make you feel much better. See, there's another placebo. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye now.